everyone, it's your girl Shay here, and I'm back with another video for you guys. And for this Monday's video, I'm actually going to be doing a skin routine slash like what I use on my skin products, and also like my own like skincare journey. The reason why I'm doing this video is because I put out a tweet like last week, and in the tweet I actually mentioned my age, and I am 28 years old. I'll be 29 this year, since 2019. And a lot of people didn't know how old I was. They all assumed I was younger, and people were like, what's your secret? And to be honest, it's probably just genetics, but I still decided why not show you guys what my skin routine is, or at least what the products I use on my skin. So as far as my skin journey is concerned, in high school I got a little bit of acne, but not a whole lot of acne. Most of my acne in high school was mostly on my forehead, and mostly that's just because at the time I had bangs. So because of the oils I would put in my hair, it would cause my skin to break out. So I ended up using Proactive, which I'm sure many of you guys have heard about. It was always on the infomercials, and I used Proactive until I was probably about almost into like my freshman year of college. And I kind of stopped using it because they changed the formula, and when they changed the formula, it actually made my skin worse. So I didn't use it for quite a few years, but when I used it, it worked great. It worked actually really well. I got rid of my acne pretty easily. After that, I actually ended up going to my doctor, and I actually ended up going to not see a dermatologist, but actually the doctor prescribed something else for me to use on my skin, which was like a lotion of some sort, and that also really helped. But I mostly used a lot of like drugstore products besides Proactive, which I used probably twice in my skincare journey. After that, I actually used a clean and clear 3-step process, which I recommend using. It worked great. It had a face wash, a lotion, and then they had a spot treatment that you also used on your face, and it worked really well. It actually helped with my acne a lot. The only problem was that it had an ingredient in it that actually dyed my face towel, and my face towel at the time was blue, and it made it where it was like a lavender, like a purple color. So I made sure that I only used that towel when I washed my face, for fear of dyeing other people's towels particular colors if I was to use it. But I used that probably also for quite a few years, and then along with that I also combined it with using the Clean and Clear Morning Burst face wash in the mornings, and that also worked really well for my skin. Now I will say, do not use the one that's in like a yellow container-ish, and it has like a purple top, only because that's a skin brightening on it, and I realized with a little bit later on that I was actually kind of allergic to whatever was in it. I don't know if it was because it said skin brightening on it, but it caused me to break out in red bumps all over my face, and I realized that I wasn't able to use that any longer. Not the Morning Burst, it was a different one. I only used the other one because they didn't have the Morning Burst, and I assumed they were the same thing. So after that, I kind of switched in between using Cetaphil, the Clean and Clear, and also Noxzema, and I used Noxzema for quite a few years. And I stopped using Eczema because I wanted to use something a little bit more like, I guess, healthier for my skin, a little bit more natural and a little bit more organic. So it kind of led me down the road of going to Lush. And so I use Lush pretty often, and that's what I use on my face currently. I use it all the time. And I actually use like 3 different products from Lush, 2 of which I use every day, and 1 of which I use maybe about once, twice a week. So for my face wash from Lush, I use this. I use Herbalism. Let me see if it'll... I use Herbalism. This is what I use, and I use this twice a day, morning and night. It is actually a face and a body cleanser, and on the top it basically says, or on the side it says, gentle herbal cleanser with ground almonds to exfoliate and rice vinegar to mop up excess oils. Help has arrived for troubled skin. So this actually really works. I put it on my face and I kind of just rub it in and scrub everything off, and then I usually rinse this off with warm water or cold water, depending on which one. And beforehand I actually put warm water on my face to wet my face. So once I wash my face, I then use this, which is called Grease Lightning. This is actually supposed to be, or it can be, like a spot treatment for your any acne or any pimples that you have on your face. And it's a tea tree and aloe gel. And it also says keep things clear with cleansing witch hazel and rosemary. So a lot of people say witch hazel is really good for acne because it like dries it up. And for me though, I use this all over my face. I do spot treatments every now and then, but I mostly put it all over my face. And if I do have a pimple that's particularly like hurting me or big or whatever, I will put a little bit more on that particular pimple. And this is what I use. And then from there, after that goes on, I use this, and this is Pond's dry skin cream. And I usually use this because sometimes the products that I might use on my face, while they help my face, I'm always afraid of my skin getting dry, so I put this on. I've actually been using Pond since I was in like middle school or high school. My mom had it, and every morning before we went off to school, she made sure we put some on our face to make sure our skin wasn't like ashy or dry or anything. And also, just a tip for you girls out there or any of you boys that are listening, Pond's is actually a good primer for makeup. And I know that most of you guys are like, what? But I also use this for my primer for my makeup, because I actually asked whenever I get my makeup done, like they always want you to buy a primer, or they ask about buying a primer. And for me, since primers a lot of times are really expensive or can be expensive, I asked them about using Pond's on my face, and they said that works perfectly fine as a primer. So a little bit of a tip or a trick for you guys, because this is kind of inexpensive depending on the size you get, but I would say that this is kind of on the cheaper side compared to primers. Also, I have a face mask that I use on my face about twice a week, and it's called Massa Magnamenti, and I've been using this probably for the past few months. I usually use it about once or twice a week. I try to at least. It's a face and body mask. It says deep cleanse with tingly peppermint oil and scrubby aduki beads. Probably saying that wrong, but this is, I put this on my face and leave it on for about 5 to 10 minutes, and I usually wash my face with Herbalism first, then put this on, then use the Grease Lightning, and then the Pond's. But this is what I usually use about twice a week, or I try to use it twice a week. Now, as far as how long these products last, these products last me a pretty long time. I've had the face mask, since probably about maybe August-ish, and honestly, right now it says to use by the 20th of October 2018, and here it is 2019. So I will say that the longevity of these products, as far as beyond expiration date, works really, really well. I asked one of my friends who used to work at Lush, and she said, honestly, the only mask that you have to be careful about is our cupcake mask, which you have to put in the refrigerator. As far as the Herbalism is concerned, I've also had this for like quite some time actually. I just rebought this in like December actually, and before that I had this product for the first one probably about a good two months before I actually needed to buy some more, and they're actually pretty like inexpensive. And for Grease Lightning, I actually just got some more of this recently, like maybe a couple weeks ago, and I actually used this for about 2 months before. And also, one of the neat things about using Lush products is that if you go to Lush and you want to use a particular product, or you have a question about it, they will give you a free sample and for you to use and test kind of on your skin before you go out and buy the full size of it, especially if you want to make sure it works well. I know before I chose Herbalism, I used Herbalism and Angels on Bare Skin, and I realized that Herbalism worked better for my skin. So that's what I pretty much use on my skin. As far as any tips I have for like helping with skincare, of course, drink lots and lots of water. I try and drink water as soon as I get up in the morning, either a full bottle of a 16-ounce or an 8-ounce bottle of water I try and drink. Also, when it comes to my face towels, I try and use the same face towel whenever even when I go on vacation. I wash my face towels about once a week, or I try to at least change them out once a week. And I use the same ones no matter where I go, just because I know for me, I can be allergic to certain detergents, and I don't want to go on vacation to a hotel and the detergent they use I'm allergic to, for instance, or I don't know if I'm allergic to it, but I'm just saying if I am allergic to it, I don't want to then put that face towel on my face and then cause me to break out. And because my makeup will get on that towel, I don't want there to be any like description of like the hotel saying I ruined their towels or something. So I bring my own towels along with me, and that way I know what I washed my towel with, and I know that it's mine, and I also know that I'm okay with getting it dirty. That's also one of the tips that I have. And also when it comes to buying face stuff, it's okay to switch out certain face stuff, but just be sure you're not allergic to it. So use it, see how your skin works with it. If you guys, your skin doesn't work very well with it, then discontinue the use of that product. Also, plus always remember that you don't have to use the most expensive face products for you to be able to get clear skin. You can use drugstore products. Like I mentioned before, I use drugstore products all the time. I only ever used Proactive about twice, and that was not too inexpensive, but it got expensive later on. And then as far as like going to a dermatologist, do that if your acne doesn't clear up using like the usual things that people kind of use, but you feel like you need a little more help, then yes, visit a dermatologist and ask them for any help or what they recommend for your particular skin. And also look at what your skin type is. For me, I have pretty normal skin, but I do get kind of oily around like my T-zones on my face, or throughout the day I get kind of oily, which is actually pretty common. As far as you guys asking me, do I get breakouts as an adult now at 28? Yes, I still get breakouts. A lot of times they are caused by stress, or they are caused due to me getting like putting grease on my scalp or along the edges, because you know most of us girls are scooping or slipping down those baby hairs, and a lot of times because of the grease it will clog my pores or the gel at least, and I'll get little bumps here. And because when it hits my cycle or my time of the month, I will get little pimples on my face, or get one like really big pimple on my face. So things like that. And plus using a cell phone, your cell phone's dirty, so you put it on your face, so that can cause breakouts along here. Or if I just am not eating right, or I'm not drinking enough water. So yes, I still get breakouts at 28, but I have these products that help me a lot. So that is my skincare routine. That's the products that I use. That is my tips and tricks for you guys. That is also my skincare journey. So comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know how you guys skincare journey is going. Let me know if you guys have any questions, or if you guys would like me to do more about regarding like skincare and stuff like that. So yeah, let me know. Comment down below. Like always, give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And of course, I will leave links down below to all my social media accounts, my Instagram, my Twitter, and my blog as well. So check that out. And I will see you guys on Wednesday with a new video. All right, you guys. Bye.